It seems like all I'm doing is making MT methods, but you guys smash it every single time I post one. Like last video, I asked for 30 likes. You guys smashed it in 40 because you guys are just the damn best. So if we can do anything near that, like 40 likes, if you guys can get that again, you guys will be the true MVPs. Now, onto this method. You can see I have no MT, so the method clearly doesn't work. No, obviously not. So basically, in the auction outcomes, I spent over about 100k on cards just to make sure that this method is actually really good. And yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, basically what this method is I'm about to say you're buying cards and then selling them higher, but that's basically all MT methods are. So basically, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. As you can see, we have a lot of players here. We have a lot of different types of players. So yeah, I'm going to basically talk about some of them because I don't need to talk about all of them. And I'll talk about other things of how I actually picked up these players. Because it's quite simple to pick up these players. I'm not gonna lie. So, let's just say, for example, I wanted to look at, I don't know, Mark Price, for example. Now, you can do this with almost every single player. I tend to do this with amethysts and rubies. Basically, you look at Mark Price. You think, okay, so you check what his cheapest buy now is. So, at the moment, last time I checked, his cheapest buy now was about 9k. So, there's one for 9.9. Is there any more? There's one for 8k there. God damn. All right, maybe Mark Price is not a great one to do it with then anymore. So basically, I saw the cheapest one there was about 7.5, I think, if I remember. Let me hold on. No, so the cheapest at the moment is 8k. Now, if you sell a car for 8k, you get 7,200 back. You then, you guys know then what I'm going with this. So then you just bid on the card however much you want. Now, I tend to bid up to it, kind of giving it some leeway just in case the card does go down in price. So 6,500, 5 minutes left. Let's see if we manage to win that card in this video. Now, basically, you're just going to go through all of the players in the game. Now, I have a few set criteria of the player. Basically, I do amethysts and rubies just because they are the most expensive players at the moment. Also, as well, there's not that many of them on the auction house. So as you can see, Mark Price, his price has come down a little bit. I got these two for 10. I think I got them for like 8k each, and I sold them both for 10k. This Kemba Walker was really good as well. Can't quite remember what I picked them up for, but I definitely made some profit. Basically, what you're gonna do is just bait until your MT runs out. Now, here's just some examples I got. I got a Daryl Dawkins with a 2,300 auction house refund. I got a World B free, and then when I went to go check his price, I found one for 2,500, and his going rate at the time was about 6k. As you can see, World B free, slash 1,000 with the card, 2 Jerry Sloans, a Phil Chenier. There's the Mark Price with an auction house refund of 2,100, which ain't too bad. We got a Horace Grant and the Daryl Dawkins for 14 and 1250. We have a lot of decent ones in here, so yeah, methods working out really well. Steve Smith there for 1,100. Muggsy Bogues for 850. Believe it or not, guys, I found this method on accident because I needed to get a few tokens to get. As you can see, I have no tokens because I got Walt Frazier. I basically just try to bid on the cards in the Magic set, and I found like a few of the cards are actually like well under what they need to be. So like I just went to Vukcevic, for example, and as you can see, 950 with 10 minutes left. So we're gonna keep an eye on that one. So the cheapest at the moment I saw was about, so there's one for 2.9 there. So the cheapest at the moment is about 2.9. So if you sell one for 2.8, off the top of my head, 280 off, that's about, you get 2,520 MT back. Now, I tend to bid a little bit less than that. I'll maybe bid like 2.2, 2.3, mainly just because if the card does go down in price, because you set your limit, your bid limit, because you set your bid limit so low that if you just get the card with no MT refund, you're pretty much set. So yeah, you're not gonna be losing MT. So we got a Jameer Nelson, 3k expiring in a little bit, but it looks like that one's not really. Nope, that one's definitely not worth getting. Obviously, we do have another one expiring in an hour, which you can chuck a bid on it if you want, just to keep it in your active bids if you really want to. But apart from that, these other players don't really go for much. And the beautiful thing with this method is it's so easy to scroll to the end. Like Muggsy Bogues at the moment, not a great one to go for. So we'll actually, no, not a great one to go for. Derek Coleman, he's one that I've been picking up quite a lot of, but because there's none expiring within 10 minutes, I sort of just move on. Tim Hardaway, there's none here. Udonis Haslam, is there any? There's one for 5k, but then the cheapest is 2.5. So we have 3, for example, here, or 2 that are on a 500 MT bid. Basically, I scroll across. So 2.3, is there any below 2.3? 2.3, 2.3. So 2.2, 220 MT. So I get about 1980 back, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'll bid nothing because I have no MT. So what I'll do is I'll bid about 1,700 on both of these. Let me just quickly get some MT. We did manage to get the Vucevic, which is a little unfortunate. So let's go back to Giannis Haslam and let's bid 1,700 on both of these. Also, as well, guys, I recommend doing this on current gen just because I don't know how 2K can make competent next-gen menus, but they really can't. So yeah, we'll unfortunately have to make do on next. But definitely do this on current gen just because it is a lot faster. But yeah, you literally just going across, guys, just quickly checking a card, check if there's any with a bid to be bidded on. If there's not, you move on to the next one. Maurice Cheeks is done here. Let's check the Milwaukee Bucks. Sydney Moncrief. This one for 2,100, expiring in 8 minutes. So I'm definitely interested in this one. So 7.3. There's a few for 7K. 6.9. Is 6.9 the cheapest? 6.9 is the cheapest. So if I'm gonna probably bid about 5.8 on this one. I'm not, because I keep running out of damn MT. But yeah, the reason for 5.8 is if I sell the card for 7K, I get 6,300 back. But just in case the card's price goes down a little bit, I like to have that little bit of leeway. Just in case the card does go down, I can still make a decent amount of MT. So 5.8 will bid on this one. 5.8. There we go. So that won't be expiring in 7 minutes. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do now is I'll just quickly redeem all of these. We have a lot of cards to redeem. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'm going to quickly redeem all these. And then basically what I will do, mark price will be now bidded on. That is very tough. But yeah, once we have done all these, essentially what I'll do is show you guys how much MT I have. And maybe in a future video, I'll spend all that MT doing this method. And then basically do what I've done now. But basically I'll have a somewhat documentation of how much MT I have spent versus how much MT I'm going to make. So I think that could be a cool video for us to do. A white ball here. Let's get rid of that. I can't really remember how much MT I've spent in total. But I think if I had a guess, I may have spent about I generally can't tell you guys. I wish I could tell you how much I've spent, but I can't. So we have about what, 10K here waiting to be put onto cards, and then we have the 3 here that are my big money makers, so to speak. So we're back up to 117,000. I'm trying to remember, like, if I think I was at 70,000. I'm fairly sure I was at 70,000 because I know I just bought. I know I bought someone, but I can't remember who that was. But effectively, I'm making quite a decent chunk of MT at the moment. So yeah, it's definitely going well. Oh, I know what I did. I locked in this magic set. That's where all my MT went. So yeah, that's all good. And of course, our other player in here sold straight away as well. We have a few bids. Basically, what I did is I just had this page full, like literally full. And yeah, I have 117,000. So what I'm probably gonna do for a future video is say I've spent 117,000. And let's see how much MT I can make. So that's going to do it for the video, lads. If you guys have found it helpful, be sure to smash a like on the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new around here. That's because later. Take care. Give a massive shout out to channel members Wallow, Lindsay, Zay, Gav, Gamer, Christian, Jay, Michael, and Michael again, Kia, and Jack. Thank you guys so much for all your support.